What does your research process look like when you work through such a template?
Today, thanks to the 5, 6 year track record I've had in e-commerce, especially my time at Shopify Plus, I've spent enough time in the trenches with small business owners, medium-sized business owners, scaling, growing D2C brands that I'm able to pick up on like a few, continuous themes of like one of them is there's this initial point of, or this is initial trajectory of growth that at a certain level, usually around the 2 to 5 million mark, turns on itself. Acquisition costs suddenly stop being efficient. Tech stack becomes a burden because you're just loading. Someone's got to manage it. Someone's got to run it. So there's these usual suspects that I've been able to identify. And whenever I'm going into something new, like especially at CTC, when it's far more about the advertising side of things, it's just about, I got to spend time with the people that are in the trenches, buying the ads, the growth guides here at CTC, who are working with the clients, and then mixing up as much as I possibly can with the real live individuals to listen for those. So that's really like the research point. The human side of things is just spending time with the people that are doing the deal, the operators. And then the flip side of that is just, I'm going to beat anybody at the data. And I'm going to look for like, what are the connections? What does the data mean? What's it not saying? What's a counterintuitive point that like for instance, social commerce, right? Instagram, Facebook, everybody is building integrations for native social selling. And you go digging into the data, which a lot of people don't do. And you see like no customers want it yet. What do you do with that information? What does that mean? So you're trying to find that data, or even doing original research. Like, all right, if shopping on Instagram is such a big deal, how many of the top 500 D2C brands, how many of their Instagram accounts are using it right now? Let's go do that ourselves and answer the question. Right. So it's the statistical side, the data side, and then the human side.
Yeah, nothing beats good old research, right? Whether that's talking to people or that's, as you said, like doing your own kind of surveys or own polls. And yeah, as a marketer and as a salesperson, as a business person, heck, as a person, you can never talk enough to people. There was never a time when I really regretted talking to another person. You know what I mean?
And it's like internally, you can do it really well too. I mean, we're launching or just did launch attention services for SMS and email, Google Shopping, Google Ads for e-commerce. And it was countless, what would feel like wasted hours in meetings with the two people that run that organization, with the people that are in the trenches actually building the emails and running the Google Ads, and talking to a few of the merchants that either did or didn't buy the service, right? It's like, it can feel like a lot of wasted, but you get that rhythm, that heart, like it inundates you, and then you can pick out those. This is the pain point. Email marketing is a beast. The idea that you have to concept, schedule, write, design, test the offer, send it, figure out what's the outcome of that data, and then get up the next week and freaking do it all over again. How do we bring that into the first 3 seconds of a Facebook ad and load it into the first 3 paragraphs of a landing page? Like, that's the kind of thing that you can't get there without that research.